1967, Bunny Wailer was arrested and sentenced to 18 months in jail. His story is just one of many. In this episode, we'll look at reggae musicians who had run-ins with the law and ended up serving time behind bars. This has been your host, Raz Levy. Stay tuned. Born Neville O'Reilly Livingston, Bunny Wailer, a founding member of the legendary Wailers, was arrested on charges of possession of cannabis, otherwise known as ganja, in June 1967 and served an 18-month prison sentence. Around this time, he, Bob Marley, and Peter Tosh signed an exclusive recording agreement with Danny Sims' JAD Records and an exclusive publishing agreement with Sims Music Publishing Company, Cayman Music. During his time in prison, he was inspired to write Fighting Against Convictions, popularly known as Battering Down Sentence, while he was serving his sentence for marijuana possession at the Richmond Prison Farm in St. Mary, and is the second song on his classic 1976 album, Blackheart Man. Ijahman Levi, born Trevor Sutherland, experienced a transformative period in his life when he was imprisoned for resisting arrest and 2 different counts of bodily harm in England, where he served 3 years. While in prison, he changed his stage name from The Youth to Ijahman Levi and wrote the song Jah Heavy Load. In 1974, Ijahman was released from prison. However, by this time, his wife, Miss Beverly, and family had deserted him. With no family to turn to, he took to the streets and found refuge in the house of Rastafari at St. Agnes Place, the headquarters of the 12 tribes, and studied the Bible. In 1975, Ijahman made his anthem song, Jah Heavy Load, recorded on the Concrete Jungle label for Dip Records and produced by Ijahman. In 1977, Ijahman went to Jamaica in search of a producer and found the late Mr. Jeffrey Chung, and together they produced 2 of Ijahman's most famous albums, Hail I Him and Are We a Warrior on the Island label. The Experience is the subject of his album, 266701, which is the title of his prison number.
The mic is our tyranny.
Gregory Isaacs, known as the Cool Ruler, was one of reggae's smoothest and most beloved voices, but his journey wasn't without hardship. In 1982, he served a 6-month sentence in Kingston for possession of unlicensed firearms. Isaacs said the weapons were for protection, but this marked his 27th time being taken in by the police. At the time, he was also facing personal battles that affected both his health and career. Still, after his release, Gregory bounced back with his Island Records album Out There, a bold return to the spotlight. Dancehall icon Yellowman even released a track called Gregory Free in his honor, later featured on Young, Gifted, and Yellow. That same year, Isaacs appeared in the powerful documentary Land of Look Behind, which captured the spirit of Jamaica and its music during a turbulent time. The frontman of the Toots and the Maytals, Frederick Nathaniel Hibbert, also served time in prison. The incident that led to his incarceration came about while the group was on their way to a show in Ocho Rios. Jerry and Ralidis traveling on one motorcycle, and Toots with the luggage on another. Bam Bam had made them popular, and they were receiving several invitations to perform. A policeman kept trailing us from way back. He stopped Jerry and arrested him for carrying a pillion rider without a license to do so, Toots said. Bail was requested, and Toots had to leave his luggage at the Linstead police station and ride back to Kingston to fetch their manager, Ronnie Nasrallah, to bail his 2 friends. When they returned, Toots was greeted with the news that ganja had been found in his luggage, and he too would be arrested. But in the midst of those sad memories, there was some consolation. It came with the success of his recording, 5446 was my number, which he wrote while incarcerated to let people know that he was innocent. It became his signature recording, the biggest hit of his career, and portrayed the profound satisfaction of a man and people who have faced the worst and yet survived with heart and soul intact. On February 22, 2011, reggae artist Buju Banton was found guilty in the United States on several serious charges, including conspiracy and the use of communication tools in connection with a drug-related case. He was cleared of one charge, but 4 months later, he was sentenced to 10 years and 1 month in federal prison, although he was also convicted on a firearms-related charge. It's important to note that no weapon was ever found in his possession. After serving nearly 8 years, Buju was released on December 7, 2018 from McRae Correctional Institution in Georgia. His return was celebrated across the reggae world, with fans and fellow artists welcoming him back and recognizing his powerful influence on the music. This is Raz Levi. Thank you for joining me on this episode. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe to Reggae Vault. Until next time, Jah guide and bless us all.
See him hurt will be their greatest ambition, but I and I will survive in this world of competition. Cause no matter what they do, Rasta keep on coming through, and no matter what they say, Rasta did it every day. The Rasta man rise again. Through the mystic of tomorrow, rise again. Have no fear and have no sorrow, and all you see a go.